What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another photo critique video and we're also going to be announcing the winner of the Neewer FS300C. The winner of the Canned Food Month contest here at wollertzphotography.com. I'm going to put timestamps down below, so feel free to jump back and forth if you wish. And before we start, I want to give you a huge thank you to not only everybody that's participated, but also everyone that's subscribed to the channel. I had to write it down. We're at 21,500 subscribers. That's huge. For YouTube standards, they're small numbers, but 21,000 people is a lot. And it doesn't seem real to me. I get comments, I get emails, I get DMs, I get all this stuff, but it still doesn't feel real. And a couple of days ago, I was out on the grocery shopping. I was putting stuff in the truck, and somebody came out of the store and be like, "Hey, are you Charlie?" And that made it real, not just for that one person, but for everybody else. Now, trying to visualize 21,500 people, and I can't. So thank you so much, and thank you, Seth, for making that real, for bringing this into perspective. By the way, guys, I've always been terrible remembering people's names, so Seth, if that's not your name, I apologize, but I do remember that you have a Sony 7R5, and you just bought a Sigma 14mm 1.4, so I hope you're enjoying that lens. All right, let's get here to the review and the photo critique, and like I always do, we'll get to the winner at the end, but I want to go through all the photos and give you a little bit of constructive criticism, if you will, just something that might help you create more stock sales. So let's start with this one here. That looks pretty interesting. I mean, I like the colors. There's a little bit of a hot spot here on the one side right here. And the shadow, I see that you're using multiple light sources, and that's causing a problem here because we don't see direction. It looks good. I just don't know that it has what it takes as a stock photo because of that lighting. So really, lighting is the biggest thing when it comes to stock photography. This is pretty cool, but see, we're missing a highlight or something with the light, and I like it a lot. It's just missing light. Everything is a little bit flat. Having a light from the side, a little bit of a shadow or something, that would help tremendously. Let's see. This one's fun. I know a lot of people like this one. The idea, the lighting, look at lighting coming from underneath. That is very creative, and I do like this photo a lot. Cool. Okay, next, this one's pretty cool. I like that as well. See, it's a little bit brighter, happier. I see that you have two light sources. It's looking pretty good. I like how you hit the labels and stuff. This was better. I still see all the shadows and multiple light sources, but it's better because we go right into the subject, which are the cans. Your depth of field is fine. Everything looks good. Yeah, nice. This one, I like that, holding the jar, but again, lighting, it's a little off. You can see the hot spot here in the jar, and it could improve a little bit with, I don't know, maybe putting the light to the side or something else, so it gives you a shadow the other way. It just adds a little bit more drama and makes things stand out a little bit more. See, lighting, look how cool that looks, and you're balancing the warm light with the cool light. That looks pretty cool, I like that. Almost looks like headlights from a car looking at the can. That was mine. This one, I like that as well. You got the little toy truck pulling cans. You took the labels off the cans. Very creative, I like it. There you go, donations, canned food for donations. That's a good concept. Huh, yeah. If anything, move things away from the background so the background is blurred a little bit. I know it's simple, it's plain, but if you move it away, then it'll give you that blur. And be careful here with a couple of stains or blotches here on the background. That one's fun, creative. I see that Can has the drawings of how to open it and stuff. I think that's patented. They rejected some of my photos for something similar, but it's a great image, great concept for something like stock photography. I like it a lot. Very creative. There you go. Part of the theme was nutrition in a can. You got the little oranges, you got pears. Cool, I like it. If anything, and again, see this, the other can in the background, it's a little distracting because there's only part of it. So adjust the composition, maybe bring it down so that there's not so much of the lid and you show more of the oranges. That's your main subject, that's the focus. Maybe show a little bit more about that can. But yeah, I like it a lot. Great job here. With this, remember that stock photography likes odd numbers. So 3, 5, 7, that kind of stuff. Here you have 4 cans. 3 cans I think would improve that. Quick dip here. Next, this one's great. The lighting from the side is good, but it's a little dark. I like everything else. If I could see what's inside of the jars, it would be a lot better. But as a photograph, that's fantastic. I like the creativity here. I like the lighting. It's really good. This one's fun as well. You just need a little bit more lighting on the background. You can see how it goes from white to gray, and there's another bit of color where the light's hitting on the side over there. But that's a fantastic picture as well. Great job, good job in that. Wow. Huh, that's interesting. What is the background like? Mushy peas. I hope they're not peas. I don't know if it's a composite or not, but that looks interesting. And maybe the white balance is a little off. Everything looks green, but that's definitely an interesting photograph. That one's fun. Backpacking, you drew the map. That's very creative. I like that. And maybe bring the backpack a little bit closer so it kind of ties everything together. There's a little bit of empty space there. You have text space over on the right, but if you bring the backpack down, I think it'll tie the composition a little bit better. But that's a very good job. I like that. I like a lot of them. That one, again, interesting. If anything, the composition, so you're cutting the hand when you're pouring the beans into the whatever you're cooking. Bring the hand down, show more of the action a little closer to the pan. I think it would improve the composition a little bit. And then the lighting as well. It looks like it was very high ISO. Do I have that stuff here? No. Huh. This one's very good. Again, everything preparing food. There's beans and corn and your cabbage and you're mixing everything. Yeah, very good for this concept. Wow, nice. See, you guys are doing fantastic. This is a great photograph. Everything, preserving food, survival kind of thing. I could see these photos selling a lot. That one, if anything, if you want to improve this with anything, I'd say a little bit more lighting. Like make it pop a little bit more from the side, just enhance that. Just because it looks a little muted, but if you add a little bit more light, see like it's muted like I am here. If I get closer, I pop. That's I think what would, especially for a stock photo, you want things to pop, so they're a little bit more easier to find in a grid. But see what I mean? Here I'm a little muted. When I get close, I get a little brighter. That's because of where I have the light. Again, this one seems to be out of focus or maybe motion blur, or maybe it's a cell phone photo, but the concept is great. Just that the background is a little bit distracting. This one I loved and a lot of people loved it as well, but see that's that squid or whatever it is, canned, almost like sardines or some garlic, chili. The arrangement of this is very good. I like that photo a lot. Very good, but see it's a little dark. You do have the highlights, the paper looks good, the jars look a little dark. If you put a little piece of paper behind it, it'll pick up the light coming from this side and make that glow a little bit. Usually, it works with alcohol. This one looks fun. You have cans, a map, the phone. It just, the white balance is a little bit off, and also it just doesn't quite tell me what the subject is. But interesting. Food from around the world, maybe. Good. There you go. That's not canned, I don't think, but that's interesting. I like it. I'm hungry. That looks really good right now. I've sold photos like this. They're fantastic. So good job on this one. It's way better than anything I ever did. You can sell this as an editorial, and if you remove the can and just do the finger things, then you can do a lot more. But yeah, nice job. I like it. Very well done. I like the composition, the focus. Good. Very creative. This one looks great. The background looks like it might not be the original. I don't know. I mean, the lighting, it's just maybe the white balance that's off from the front to the back, and that's very difficult to do with lighting if your light don't go to that extremes. But it looks really good. I like it. Very beautiful. Wherever that is, it's great. And that's part of this, what we're talking about, the nutrition in a can, preserves, all that stuff. Very good. Beautiful photo. Similar, same place, so it looks like a real place. Wow, it's that good that it doesn't look real. Wow. But that's a little bit better. If anything, you see the hands here, that needs a little bit more light, the focus of the attention here, not so much in the background. I think it's the same thing that's happening here, is that the background is brighter, so your eyes want to go to the back. But as far as a photograph, they're both fantastic. There you go, survival, apocalyptic. I like the broken t-shirt on the hand and everything else. Yeah, nice. Is this Alexander? I think I recognize the children. I don't know, this doesn't give me the name. I think it's Alexander. You're very creative. I like the photograph. I like the mood, the lighting, the two colors. You got the warm and the cool on the other side. So nice job on this one. See, there we go. That's similar to the one before, but the focus again is here on the corner, and it's almost like it's not where it should be. If the oranges were up here, that tangerine, whatever that was in the upper thing where the pears are, I think it would improve the photograph, the composition, because the focus is down on the bottom, but yet everything else is leading in, and that's a big thing when it comes to composition, so be careful with where you put your main subject. Wow, talk about prepared. Yeah, cool. That's a fantastic illustrative editorial photo. I bet something like that would sell a lot. Just be very careful with the lighting. I see that there's a main source of light that's taking away here some of the detail on the front. But that is great, fantastic. You're ready for whatever comes your way. I like that. There we go, a little bit of action, pouring, nice. That looks good, I like it. I don't know what it is, but it looks good. Simple, to the point. Remember to clean up the cans and post, Lightroom or Photoshop. Just clean up all those dust specks and watermarks. That'll help you a lot when it comes to selling photos. Again, perfect. See, the mood, you got the two color lights, the warm, the teal on the other side, that ties it just like I'm doing today. That's tying everything together. That's the idea anyway, to tie everything together with the colors, and I think you did it. That's a great photograph here. See, you're giving things personalities, and I like that a lot. The only thing here is the white balance and your lighting. You're like a little bit more from the side maybe, but pay attention to your white balance because they're very warm. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's simple, to the point. You got some spices, some food. I could see that selling as a stock photo. Your focus is good, and you got plenty of text space above and nothing. The rocks might be a little distracting, but everything else looks fantastic. Canned tuna or chicken of the sea, yeah, simple and to the point. I like that a lot. Your focus is here. I hope your keywords reflect the canned tuna, canned fish, whatever, or environmental stuff that seems to sell a lot as well. Okay, talk about lighting. This is pretty dramatic. I like it. I just don't know what's in the jar. It looks good though. I like the photo a lot. Be very careful with the dates. I don't know if you moved it to remove the label, but that's a little distracting on the jar itself. That's me. Huh? I'm missing something here that tells me what this is. You know, like there's something red glowing. If there was a tomato, maybe even a fresh whole tomato in there floating, I think it would improve the photograph. As it is, it's a fantastic image, but I think it's missing a subject. The red looks fantastic, but I don't know what it is. Maybe something here, something cooked or something, a garlic clove or something. I think it would look, it would add to that composition. It's like it's missing the hero ingredient, if that makes any sense. This one I like. It's simple, to the point. You can see that it's all canned food. The ones in the front don't have labels. The labels in the back are hidden. Yeah, that's fantastic. Great background. Okay, this one's interesting. I see a couple of cans of food, and then you got some muffins and some crackers and something. Yeah, it looks pretty good. The Coca-Cola in the back. The lighting looks pretty good. It just it's very drastic here in the Coke and on the can. A little bit more to the side, I think, instead of the 45 degrees. I think it might improve it, but it looks good. I like it. Mix beans in water, see? Boom, there's your hero shot. That's 4 Seasons. As illustrative editorial, I can see that selling in many reasons, especially if you do something like that with Campbell's soup. I can see those selling as well. There you go, nutrition in a can. You got all the labels, nutrition in the back. It does say what it is, so they have to be illustrative editorial, but it looks very good as a photograph. Well, that's creative, huh? Cool. Yeah, somebody got to work with Photoshop. I like it. Baked beans, and again, the only thing I see here again is lighting. See where it's brighter, your eyes want to go to the outside because it's brighter. I like the label for baked beans. I like the peach here, home canning. I like it a lot, especially because it's got the fall, the autumn. The only thing is it's just a little bit too bright on the outside compared to your subject that's on the inside. But yeah, fantastic job. Maybe taking this outside on the railing here and shooting, looking at the grass and the leaves on the outside, I think it might balance everything out. But yeah, very nice job here with this photograph. Okay, see, that's interesting as well. You got the two tones of color meeting in the middle. There might have been a little bit of Photoshop here removing glare, but as far as I can, that looks very good. If anything, again, see that little water spot there and there on the other one. Just try removing that just to clean up the photograph so it's easier to use for an editor. Same thing I said before, that looks really good. I like the color, I like the pop. The lighting is fantastic, but it's missing what that is. I can't tell you what that is. I don't think it's tomato sauce. Interesting, it's good. It just, I feel like it's missing a subject. Okay, that's simple and to the point. It does look like it has motion blur, so be very careful with your camera settings because it does look like it's a little bit blurry. But if you had whatever is in one of these jars out on the cutting board, maybe sliced or something, I think it would add to it because now we have a subject. Right now we don't. But yeah, as far as lighting and everything, it looks good. We're just missing that subject. And again, same thing. It looks good. The lighting's good. If anything, there's too much empty space on one side, too much empty space on the left. And then if you had more cans blurred on the right, I think it will balance that out a little bit. But again, I don't know what that is. See, this is fantastic. You open the cans, we have the different fish and tuna, or whatever that is. Asparagus there just adds enough, a little bit of corn. That's a great meal in a can. Interesting. Yeah, perfect. The balance and the composition, fantastic job there. Okay, another background that looks good. Awesome. Again, with the olives and pearls, that looks fantastic. Great job. Try just to kid and focus as a stock photo with the finger olives. I think that would be a very sellable photo for you. That's interesting. The white balance is a little bit off. Every time we use a yellow background, the camera tends to warm things up a lot. But the photo looks good. I like the composition. All the elements are well arranged. That's a perfect stock photo. You got the can and a white background. Yeah, simple things sell a lot. And so do creative works like this. Strong can man. Yeah, that looks fantastic. Nice job. Somebody have fun. Here's another train, a speeding bullet or whatever that is. A nice truck or car, but nice. Huh, how was that made? Interesting. There we go, we're home canning. The avocado looks like it's seen better days. Clean up the avocado, I think it would be a much more presentable and sellable photo. But everything else looks very good. That avocado just a little bit too distracting there in the front. Without it, I think it would have been a much better photo. But I do like all the ingredients in the frame as well. That one, very visually pleasing. I like the shadow. Maybe the shadow going the other way would be a little bit better. But as a photograph, a stock photo, that's fantastic. Good job. The cans are clean. Everything looks very good. The attention to detail is on point. Canned goods. Okay, this one looks very good. It's simple to the point. You got the canned goods, and yeah, I like the background. There was a couple more cans with just a sign. I think it would be a little bit better in this case. That one looks great. Very creative. Flowers coming out of a tin can underwater in the ocean. I like it. I like the background. That looks very beautiful. There's another great photograph. I like the background. I like the attention to detail, the lighting, everything looks very good. So good job with this photograph as well. See, more colors. We're mixing in the red and the blue and the green, and see the light from behind makes everything pop, and then you got a front light to make so you can see your subject. Very creative. I like it. I don't know if you printed a label or what, but I can see through a little bit. I do like the lighting effects, however. That looks very good. Somebody eating, survival, again, outdoors. The lighting's a little harsh, but yeah, as a photograph, I could see that. Huh, is that like fish oil? I guess that's like fish oil, cod liver oil or something. It looks, but yeah, a very interesting photograph. I like it. There we go. Here, all your ingredients coming out. Healthy vegetables, snacks, and beans coming out of a can. The background looks beautiful. Nice job. Soup, broth, cream of mushroom, all your canned goods. I can still see the labels in the background with some of these, so be careful if you're trying to sell those for stock. But as far as the photograph, you did a very good job here. I love the cat eating out of the cat food. Cool, there you go. It's not just for people, it's for pets as well. If anything, in this one, there's too many items, so if someone's trying to sell something for stock, they're gonna want something specific. Or maybe if it's something about, in general, canned cat food, but having so many options is gonna be difficult for a buyer to use it. So keep that in mind when you do things like this. Just open the can for the cat, just be careful that it doesn't lick the edge of the lid, but it's a very good photograph. Like I said, just keep it simple, and usually that translates into more sales. There's a lot of pictures, guys. Again, pickled cucumbers, that looks fantastic. Wow, ooh, that sounds good right now. See, that's way better without the avocado. That just looks good. I like the composition, the idea. That's a great photograph. The background, the tie and the bow, looking pretty. That's fantastic. Okay, I like that. That's the hand came. How did the hand come out? I guess they cut it from the inside. Cool. A lot of Photoshop. You have fun with this one. I like it. Okay, so we're cooking the beans in the can on a cast iron skillet. I like it. Interesting choice of elements there. On this one, the depth of field, it's a great macro, but I don't know what the subject is. It doesn't have enough focus. I want to see more of what's in the can, just so we can identify it clearly. That's great. I like that. The sand, the blue background. It almost, again, it looks like underwater with a little bit of bubbles. It would be like, huh? It would literally be trippy. This one I like a lot because of all the elements. The lighting is beautiful. It's almost magazine ready. You know what I mean? Like you could just put that in a magazine and do an article because the lighting is on point. And that's what I'm trying to say. The bright, happy images. I know some of mine were darker, but the subject was supposed to be bright because it just pops and it looks fantastic. And like I said, think magazine ready. Something like this, it's ready to print. Very similar, this is just a wide instead of a vertical photo. It looks very good, the sand, the ocean, the lighting. I like the reflection here in the can is a little harsh. If you went from the side, you would avoid it here. Maybe with a reflector, you can bounce some light in it and it wouldn't look as strong. But yeah, nice job. This one here, the lighting, again, it's nice, soft, even lighting. It's coming, I see one light source from the top and it's giving me a little bit of a shadow spot view from the top and side. Yes, it is, I see it over here. So good job here. It just looks very clean and again, ready to use. This is pretty good. Again, the orange background is taken away from your white balance, so try to balance that out in post a little bit more. But yeah, I like the idea, the veggies in a can. Heart healthy or just love for food. I like it. Simple and to the point. We can't survive with all the soldiers and stuff. Interesting concept here. I like it. Maybe get a little bit closer and eliminate some of the white on the background so the can is like, whoa. Because right now the background is taken away from your golden can here. But yeah, I like that. What is that? I don't know what, canned pork lard, it's in the title. That looks really cool. I like that. The light, see what I mean? It's a dark photograph, but the background, but the subject is lit. It looks good. I like the wooden plank here as a support. It just ties everything together. I like it a lot. Again, more Photoshop, but that's fantastic. I sell a ton of photos like this, and I like that idea. The can openers, the fork, the spoon. Nice job with that one. Meat tinned. Cool. I like using the letters here. If anything, take off the numbers so people don't realize it's whatever game this is, Scrabble, I think it is. It will help you sell more. And the can, see, pay attention to the can. It looks like it has, I don't know if that's just specks from the paper or something. And up top, it looks like it might have water drops, like calcium and minerals from water. But try to clean it up so that it's ready to be used. This one's good, but see the difference? The subject here is just a little bit darker. You need a little bit more light on your subject itself. But the lighting and everything, it just looks really good. It just needs more, if that makes any sense. Genius solution, food in a can. Yep, it is. your focus is on top of the lid. You need to focus on the food, and I think it would improve the quality of that photo. But the lighting here, the shadow, everything, that directional light looks fantastic. Just be careful with your focus. Again, your subject is bright, looks good, everything looks appetizing. Great composition here. I like the line and the balance that you have in here. Fantastic. Wow, you guys are doing incredible. See what I mean about focusing on your food? That looks a lot better. Nice, I like it. An egg in a can, interesting. That egg yolk, and I like the lighting, everything looks good. See, there's so many good photos, this is ridiculous. Trying to choose a winner is gonna be extremely difficult. That looks fantastic, it's like you're making, I don't know, chili. What do you make with beans and tomato sauce? But nice, I hope you got to enjoy all of that, it looks really good. The top of the can, sharp edges. Again, like I said before, I got some of mine rejected because of that artwork on the top. So if you could Photoshop that out, that's great. But as far as a photograph, that tab, if it didn't have all this stuff, I think it would be a very good sellable photo. Again, simple and to the point, beans in a can. I like that. There you go, fancy dinner. You got your bottled wine or water, whatever that is, and then you have your little sardines or whatever those are, and beautiful setup, fantastic. Wow. That is interesting, I like it. I wish the oil was to the side a little bit so that the, whatever this is, it wasn't in the background because it's just a little bit distracting, but as far as the photograph, it looks very good. The lighting's on point. Your white balance is a little off, and your lighting you need to work in a little, maybe bring the elements in together a little tighter so there's not so much empty space in the middle. But as far as the photograph and your concept is very good, you just need to work on the white balance and maybe the composition to tie everything together. See, the lighting here is great. I like the subject, everything. A lot of these photos are gonna be great sellers. I hope you start selling a lot of these because that looks really good. Home canned goods, that looks fantastic. Okay, we have some logos, so that's an illustrative editorial. Jars of raw honey. Interesting. Raw honey is a great thing if it was in a can, maybe one of those wooden things, but that one looks very dense. I don't think that you can get that out with that. But nice job there. Wow. Pepper jelly, habanero apricot jelly, apple pie bourbon. See, that looks really good. I like the Christmas feel, I like the gift, everything, the lighting, the reflection here in the bottom. Maybe that's Photoshop, maybe not. It looks very good. Nice job. Wow. That's a different perspective from the other side, and everything, all the elements are still very well arranged. You have your line here in the middle, the balance and anything. You're doing really good with these photographs. A can of food, perfect. That hits the concept. The hot spots on the arm are a little bright, but the photograph still looks really good. If anything, just see, again with the can, see all the specs and stuff on the can, just try to make it ready to be used by an editor so they don't have to sit there and clean up the sticky from the label. That one's a little bit better, it's cleaner, it's focused on the can. I wish there was more light on that stuff in the background or on the food. So another light source from this side would fill everything up here in the middle. Just to show what the food itself is. That was a little better than the first one because the rocks are in different areas, and you still have a little bit of a glare here in the middle from the light, so be careful with your lighting. But I think you're doing very good with these photographs. That one, again, it looks like it might have a little bit of motion blur or a missed focus. I can't tell from this photo. But again, we're missing that ingredient, a finished dish or something here on the cutting board, maybe cutting something and focused on that came out of a jar, I think would be a much more sellable photo. Or prepping for scanning the jar or something like that. I think it would help you with these images. That one's cool, but it focused on the background and not on the note. When somebody has a note, you want to add text to the note, you want it to be where the focus is. Is that the same can that had the egg in it? It looks similar, but I like it a lot. Maybe put one of those fishies or something here on a plate and focus on that. I think with the can as an accent, I think that would be a great photograph for stock. Again, I love the lighting, I love the drama, but this subject needs to pop a little bit more. I know you got a bright light on top here in the canned, and the pickled asparagus, but I think a little bit more light on everything. It wouldn't take away the drama, it would just add to the story. And this one, I think it's a little bit bright. Some of those hot spots are just a little bit too much, and the color is just taken away from the simple nature of the image. When you add too many, it's a simple image on white background, and try to keep it simple. Adding the blues and the purples and stuff, it's gonna take away from that minimalistic, simple approach. This one looks great. The white balance is off by a little bit. It just looks, everything looks a little bit greenish. Maybe adjust that, but everything else looks fantastic. Nice job with this photo. I think we missed the focus here. It should be focused here right where the fork is on that food, and it looks like the back of the can is what has the focus. Again, great shot, great image, just be very careful with the focus because that's gonna take it away from you. This one here is very good. The only thing is the lighting. I feel like it's missing more light in the front to balance the background, because again, the background is brighter, so I wanna see what's happening back there. But it's a beautiful scenery, beautiful set. I like that. Perfect. Wow, I like that. It's the heart of food. Nice. This one, see, now we have the hero ingredients in the front. You got the cucumbers, the pickles, the tomatoes, canned tomatoes. Perfect. I like the lighting. It's a little dark, but yet your subject is bright. The white balance, I feel, is a little bit on the warmer side, but it does add to the image. So nice job there. Just be very careful with that tomato. In the front, you see that it's got a couple of lines and it's missing the stem. If we had more of that vine with the green, I think it would help tie everything together. Just try to keep all your elements looking as good as they can, and that tomato has a couple of specks on it that are not that great. Okay, there you go, mushy peas opening a can of food. British, yeah, I wonder if that's from Clarkson's farm. That looks good, I like it. Without the label, I think that would be a very sellable photo. And that is it. That is all the photos. So you can see that you guys made it incredibly difficult to select a winning image. So as you can see, you guys did an incredible job. These photos were fantastic, and I hope you start selling a lot of these images. I've been selling some of me by the fireplace, by the fire pit, some of those canned food, even the one with the carrots and all the other stuff. That one's been selling a little bit here and there. But you guys did an incredible job, and now it's time to announce the winner of the Neewer FS300C, which is this big light that I have over there lighting me, which is why I'm just showing the box here. But let's get into the images. First, we're gonna announce the third place. You did a fantastic job with this photo. The elements, the arranging, everything just looks really good. And that is this one by Patsy Perez. You did an incredible job. I like the lighting, I like the subject, the arranging of all the elements. You did an incredible job. So thank you so much for sending this photo, and congratulations. I wish I had prices for everybody, but maybe later on we will. On second place, you guys did a phenomenal job voting and rating the images, so thank you so much for that. Second place, we have this one right here by Judith Morris. The lighting, the concept, the idea that I'm hungry, ready to go. Your creativity, you printed your own label, the lighting coming in from underneath. It looks very good. The focus is on point. Just a great use of the concept and lighting, tying everything together, the bright light from underneath. Nice job there, Judy. Thank you so much for sending this photo. All of yours were great. I hope you start selling a lot of those. And now, the winner of the November 2025 Wollertz Photography Contest, the winner of the FS300C by Neewer is this photograph here by Debbie Lowe. Again, it's magazine ready. You can have an article about canned food, everything is just perfect. It's fantastic. I like the lighting, I like how bright it is. Soft shadows just leading right into the photo, and you can add text on the one side. It has everything it needs for an article on canned food photography. Debbie, I will be in touch with you via email, and then we'll coordinate so we can send all the information to Neewer and get you the FS300C. Thank you so much to everyone that submitted photos and participated. Remember, this Sunday there's a new contest, so don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you can get notified whenever there's a new video. It might be another contest. So thank you so much, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Let me stop this recording here. Okay, now I'll stop you.